Hi, this is Ty with Canix. And in this video, I'll go over our new reporting platform. So we're going to cover at a high level what's available, and I'll also show you where you can dig in to find some more information. One of the key things to understand about this change is that we'll now have two different reporting offerings going forward. So what we call default reporting is very similar to what we had previously. It's a set of pre-built reports that are available to you in Canix for free. You can go explore that data, filter that data, and download that data, schedule that data to your inbox, just like you were able to do it before. The UI is a little bit different, and there are some really nice usability enhancements with default reporting that we've been able to achieve by moving to a new platform. But in general, it functions very similarly to what you had previously. Now, we'll also have another offering called custom reporting. And what that will do is allow you to do many of the things that you may do in Excel today, manipulating data, writing formulas, visualizing data. You'll be able to do that in Canix and save you some of the headaches of needing to export data, stitch data together, and just provide you fully automated reporting in Canix that's available in real time and allows your team to have like shared visibility into your key metrics and into your data. So first, let's talk a little bit about default reporting. So it's going to be found in the same place on your sidebar here under reporting. Instead of having a unique link or a unique URL for every report in the navigation, you'll just select reporting here and you'll see all of the reports available load in this table. Now, your default reports are all going to show authored by Canix. You can use these tags here to look at some of the different categories. So for example, if you're on the sales team and maybe that's the data that's relevant, most relevant to you, you can use that tag to filter down and just look at sales reports that are available. If you find yourself using some of these default reports over and over again, you can favorite them and just make it easy to find your favorite reports. You'll also notice that when you load this table and you don't have any of these filters applied, what's going to show up at the top of the list here is the report that you've viewed most recently. So we can see I viewed this report 6 minutes ago, and it's showing at the top of my table here, making it nice and easy to find. You can also search reports. So maybe if you know the report's name, but you're just having a hard time finding it, you can type it in the search bar there, and that report will be returned to you. So a couple other things to mention on default reporting. Just like you could schedule these to your inbox before, scheduling is still available. And there's a couple new features as well. You'll be able to schedule alerts to your email for when certain KPIs change. So giving you a heads up if a key metric has gone up or down a significant amount. You also find that there's this explore action on a lot of the different visualizations. This allows you to change some filters, swap out some different cuts of the data. For example, we can switch to daily or monthly or yearly. So it just gives you a way to kind of drill into your data in a different way and understand it at a deeper level. And then also a really nice change in the new platform is that you'll be able to download more than 5,000 rows of data. So you may have run into that before when trying to download a report, that you got that report into Excel or a spreadsheet and then realized, wait, this isn't all the data I was expecting. It's only the first 5,000 rows. That limitation no longer exists in the new platform. You'll be able to download up to 1,000,000 rows of data on these sort of table formatted reports. Now, if you need to understand anything more about default reporting, you'll see this need help button in the top right here. This is going to take you to a list of all our reporting related Help Center articles. You can read a little bit more about why we switched from Looker to ThoughtSpot here. But for default reporting, this reporting in Canix article is going to give you all of the information about what reports are available and how to schedule views, how to explore data, how to see the underlying data that makes up a chart, how to schedule those KPI alerts that I mentioned. So it covers all the new default reporting features as well as the reports that are available. Now, if you want to add a little bit of flexibility into your reporting, you can also sign up for a trial of our custom reporting offering. So we're committed to providing a free trial for anyone that wants to try that out and see if it's helpful for you. After that free trial period, we will charge an additional amount if you choose to keep it. And that will just be an amendment onto your current contract. So a little bit more about how that works. There's a couple ways you can get started. One way is to make a copy of an existing default report. So when you have custom reporting enabled, you'll see this make a copy action appear on all of the Canix default reports. And so what this allows me to do is just make my own file no one else has access to, and I can make any changes that I want to this existing report. So one of our customers, just for an example, they found that the created at date for a sales order was more useful for their business in terms of sales reporting. Everything in Canix is done on the delivery date as far as sales data goes. So if you want to swap to the created date, you could go through and update these charts to use that date instead of the delivery date. So we can see I'm swapping out the date here. I'm going to save this chart, and I can go through each of these visualizations and update that to the date filter that I want to use, or excuse me, the date column I want to use. And then the date filter can also be swapped out at the top as well. So I can actually remove that filter. Instead of using delivery date, I can choose to use the created date filter instead. So that's just one example of a change that you might choose to make on an existing default report. You can also rearrange these tiles. We can, delete tiles that are no longer relevant for us. We can drag and drop if there's just visually a different way that you want to see the data. It's really totally customizable. Now, let's say you want to do something a little bit more complicated. For example, you have a very specific way that you calculate your sales commissions. Maybe it's based on a number of different factors. For example, what types of items are being sold or things like that. Another great thing that custom reporting will provide you is the ability to just go to create new, like I just did, and create an entirely new report from scratch. So in this case, I'm going to take the sales order items data set. There are many different data sets available, so you can build reports based off of cultivation data, manufacturing data, packaging data, sales data, purchasing data. Basically, if we have the data in Canix, it is probably available in custom reporting. And let's say we have a specific commission plan that's based on item type. Well, first I can pull some information about items that have been sold and see the total price or the total sales by item type, by sales rep, and by month. And then I can actually write a custom formula to calculate commission. So we can say if item type equals buds, then give me the price times, and maybe we're doing a 5% commission, we'll say, just as an example, on that item type. Otherwise, we're going to do a 3% commission rate. And we can save this formula. And now we have a fully automated report that gives us commission numbers by month. And we don't have to do any downloading, any work in Excel, anything like that. We have a fully customized report available right here in Canix, totally automated. So that is just a very simple example of custom reporting in action. These individual visualizations can then be added to a dashboard, so you can have many different visuals and tables kind of in one link available to you. And yeah, just provide you a lot more flexibility in reporting in general. And I'm going to pause there. Just wanted to give a brief example of some of the flexibility that comes into play. Those formulas are huge for being able to do things that require some calculation, that requires some business rules that are specific to you in your operation. If you want to learn more about custom reporting, again, use that Need Help button at the top of the page, and you'll see the custom reporting beta article here. This is going to give you everything you need to know about getting started, about activating this, about turning on the permissions, also covering some frequently asked questions. And there's about an hour of videos going into how to build answers, how to build dashboards, and even how to use AI to build some of these visualizations quicker.